Hey guys, wanted to bring you another YouTube video. I just finally getting caught up on some videos I had on my DVR, and so I just got caught up on the Dwyane Wade documentary on ESPN. I thought it was very informative. There was some things I didn't know about him. It was pretty chronological on the order, showing how he was raised in Chicago, some of the information I knew about him, how he was raised was pretty not surprising, and then how he played during high school and growing up there, and then how he transitioned to college. Knew most of that information then. Didn't know that when he had his first child that in college that he thought about quitting, or was thinking that it was over, but he kept persisting on trying to make his NBA dream possible. And then also didn't know that he almost didn't make it in that sense because of that experience, and but because of his head coach thought he could become an NBA player. Then how he had a successful junior year actually propelled him to the national scene, and I kind of remember how he made it through because he had a really nice run and came out of nowhere too. Because remember, he redshirt his first year in college, and he didn't have the grades for it at first. So I thought that was very interesting. And then another thing that was very interesting was that once he got drafted, then he did very well right off the bat with the Miami Heat, and won his championship. Everybody kind of remembers how they were down 0-2, made a name for himself, winning 4 straight in that series. It's kind of ironic. Later on, Dirk had his revenge on him, winning the championship against the Big Three at the time. Then what was kind of interesting, I thought, was how everything played out. Didn't know that July 4th, LeBron, and Chris Bosh already had the agreement, but did not. They did not even know that how LeBron was going to announce. I guess it was a surprise that there was a possibility that LeBron could have changed his mind. Um, Kind of ironic how, like, when you're watching these new documentaries, especially living through some of them, like how things were kind of like some of those hidden messages or information later down the road. I remember how his first wife, how he had to have that custody battle going back and forth. He did have some of the best games, but you could see that the guy wasn't always there because of how he was distracted. But at the same time, he found a way during those 2-3 hours during games to muster the emotion and be able to play very well at the same time. Thought that what was also interesting about the personal life was that I did not know he had another kid with someone else while he was with Gabrielle Union. I thought that was very interesting. That took a lot of work with him and Gabrielle Union to work through that, and made that relationship work. Didn't know that they actually finally had a kid. Didn't know how much of a struggle it was. So obviously, some of that private information, we did find out that Dwyane Wade had different parenting and everything, and the way Gabrielle Union was willing to raise Dwyane Wade's kids, and saw it as his kids as hers. So it took a lot, I thought, more respect in that sense that she was willing to be able to take care or saw Dwyane Wade's kids, because once she was proposed by Dwyane Wade, he even told her that you're pretty much marrying the whole package of all the kids and everything too. And so she was willing to step up and take that responsibility as a stepmom. I thought that was interesting how they're trying to raise a transgender child at the same time. So how they're, especially with that news broke, that was very interesting, and how he's been trying to work on that and learn more about that, and then also try and be a social advocate when he was playing in Chicago with the whole, I remember the gun violence and how his cousin was murdered. So that was very sad to the family, and especially how they broke it down. That it still shook them to the core. That it's still surprising how it went down. Again, I thought most of that information was um, there if you follow his career. It was on ESPN and stuff. Like I said, I didn't. There was probably two things that was surprising where Dwyane Wade had another child with another woman while he was with Gabrielle Union, and then um, again, I thought I was a little bit surprised how LeBron didn't tell Chris Bosh and Dwyane Wade at the time that he was going to make the announcement. So well, he kept it quiet. So it made it sound like he was maybe thinking or having second thoughts at the time. Again, I think it was worth watching. It was about 2 hours and 5 minutes, but with the commercials and everything, I would say probably more like an hour and 45 minutes. Um, and especially it's pretty easy if you have DVR, you can fast forward and everything. Um, what did you guys think if you watched it already? Go ahead and comment below. If you like more videos like this, go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. So that way I know to put out more videos and reviews like this. Thanks.